And greetings, friends around the world. I'd like to give you my input on the coronavirus, since a lot of you are concerned about it. The government is advocating various steps to flatten the curve, quote unquote, flatten the curve. And this is obviously their attempt to prevent hospitals and doctors from being suddenly overwhelmed by a huge number of people needing treatment. This is obviously the reason. It's to flatten the curve. They want to flatten the curve so that the hospitals, the intensive care units, will not be overwhelmed beyond their capacity. Of course, there's another way to deal with this. In normal circumstances, without government intervention, the population would become infected. Most of the infected people would have mild or moderate symptoms similar to the ordinary flu, but high risk individuals, the elderly with pre existing health problems, would probably eventually get pneumonia and die of pneumonia, or what they call acute respiratory distress syndrome, ARDS, acute respiratory distress. And this would be a terrible way to die. I wouldn't want this to happen to me. I don't. So if the government wanted to try another method, they could spend some money on messaging and alert the high risk individuals of the danger posed to them by this flu or any other flu, so that high risk individuals, the elderly with pre existing health complications, could isolate themselves. The rest of the population would contract this flu, fight it off, develop immunity, and when a large percentage of the population has become immune to this flu and other flu viruses, then there would be less risk to those high risk people because there would be nobody to pass the virus on to them. But people would say this is cruel. But I say it's logical. And this points out the importance of the media. The makers, the framers, the authors of the Constitution many years ago in America understood the importance of the press, and it must be kept free. Well, a dictator would automatically know. Put yourself in the shoes of a dictator. You've taken over a country and you want to control it. You don't want people to dissent, disagree, and protest and kick you out of office. So you have to control the media. You have to control the media. Well, that's what's happened in the United States and most of the world. The media is being controlled by dictators. It's not free. The press is not free. Hopefully, in the age of the internet and people making videos and people expressing their opinions on social network sites, uh, the power of this controlled press, the fake news, will be diminished, and we will achieve more freedom of the press. That's why I say this is really not rocket science. They've befuddled the public to such an extent that, understandably, the public is confused because the media is not free. It has been bought. What do you think about that? If you like this message, feel free to retweet it. Um, and if you don't like it, well, then just ignore it. But thank you for listening. Bye.